So, is buying a half renovated property a worthwhile thing to do?
Welcome to Question Time.
Today's question comes from D. Swift, and it says, what do you think of part renovated properties? In your experience, do they tend to be a project that have run out of money, enthusiasm, changed life circumstances, or are they problems to be avoided? Well, let's have a look at it. But before we get into this, just say these are questions from the viewers. So if you do have any questions about French real estate, flash the QR code up here. Check out the link in the description, submit your question, and as soon as I can, I'll get back to you with a video about it. So back to the question in hand. David Smith's question about whether it's actually a part renovated property is worth it. I've been in this business for several decades now, and I've seen quite a few half renovated projects going back on the market. All for varying reasons. Saying that usually the main two ones which came up was run out of funds, which is quite common, and the second, believe it or not, is divorce. I think one of the members of the party wasn't happy about the speed things were moving forward, let's say. Anyhow, saying that, I have seen a lot more of fully renovated projects where the clients are actually taking the property right through, taking it from nowhere up to a really nice place to be. I've even had clients who are actually selling up their renovation projects because they were bored and wanted to start on with a new one. So there you go. But should you buy a part renovated property? Well, to start with, let's define what we mean by part renovated. For me, the term part renovated means literally part of the property has been renovated, i.e. have a big, what we call a longère, the big long house. One end is a usable 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom house with a bathroom and a kitchen and a lounge, whatever, and the rest is under development, let's say. That is what I call a part renovated house. These properties can actually be quite interesting because if you actually do want to go down the renovation road, it means you do actually have a usable base, and you keep the wife happy as well, where you actually carry on with the works while staying in comfort. 2 words of warning about actually buying the part renovated houses. One, obviously make sure the part renovated part has proper planning permission and it hasn't been done on the black, so to speak. And secondly, that if you do plan to actually renovate the rest of the buildings, that the actual outline planning permission to do so is there. This is often covered by a subventive clause in the actual compromis de vente or promesse de vente. Then there are the part renovated properties where lots of things are started but not very much has actually been finished, if you know what I mean. I.e. you go in and you got some plasterboard on one wall, you got wires hanging out of another, plumbing seems to poke up out the floor all over the place with no taps or fittings or anything. That is a different ball game. To start with, you need to make sure the actual project ties in with your project. Obviously, if you're going to be ripping it all out to start again, well then just go ahead and buy a renovation property. The second thing you need to pay attention to is how were the jobs left? What I mean by this is the fact is, for example, is it the electrics have been done and have been finished, or the plumbing has been done and has been finished, or is it just everything is left half finished? If it's the latter, it can be very awkward. Also, was that work done by the actual previous owner or by registered craftsman? If it's done by the previous owner, you need to check out that he actually had dommage ouvrage insurance to cover the 10-year guarantee. If it was done by craftsman, well, if you're lucky enough to actually have the names of the craftsmen who got it thus far, it could be interesting. If you need to call in other craftsmen, the trouble is that those craftsmen, they will not carry on from where it was left off. They need to guarantee their work. They need to guarantee their materials. In France, they have an obligation of a 10-year guarantee. So if they carry on from someone else, they don't know what that person's put in, what materials they've used, how good the installation is, how good, if it's like plumbing, how good is the soldering or the joints or whatever. So literally any craftsman will want to rip it all out and start again if he's going to guarantee it. And he won't do the job if he can't. So if, on the other hand, you're planning to do a large majority of the work yourself, then you need to weigh up the pros and cons. Basically, it can be a lot more feasible in the sense that you have multiple choices and you have more time. Do you want to carry on from where they left off, and you can actually work out where each lead goes to, each bit of piping goes to, etc., etc., and you have the time to do that? Or do you want to use part of what they put in and then actually rip some bits out because it didn't correspond to your plans? Or do you want to rip it all out but actually do it carefully and then recycle as such the existing materials back into your project? Lots of ifs, buts and wheres and whats and that sort of thing. But basically, is it interesting to buy a half renovated house or part renovated house? Well, as I said, if it's part renovated in the sense of part of the buildings has been renovated, then yes. If it's part renovated in the sense of actually lots of work has started but nothing's finished, think twice about it. If you're moving forward yourself, it can be interesting. If you're bringing in workmen, I wouldn't go down that road. You might as well just buy either a place that's already done or a place that is a complete renovation project. So there you have it, my roundup on the question from Mr. Swift. So if you have any questions about French real estate that you'd like me to answer, just actually scan the QR code up here or click on the link in the description below. That'll take you through to a drop form, as we called it, and you put your question in, and if it's an interesting one and it's worth a video, I'll get back to you. If it's interesting but not quite worth a video, I'll wait to get enough of them to club them together into a multiple question answer thingamajiggy. Anyway, hope to hear from you soon. Bye for now.